of the living geek.
Ooh, yeah, you actually...
Bonds-chan.
I'm looking this up right now.
I didn't remember that.
I think it's Bonds-chan. Anyway.
All right, let us know if you find anything.
This guy.
That was him.
I can't.
That was the
That was the him. Nick, calm down. We've lost him. We've lost him, everybody.
Welcome to the Last Honest Gamers with your hosts, Nick, Taylor, Connor, and Jake. Welcome to this week's Last Honest Gamers. What's up, guys?
Hi.
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm doing well.
We're actually short one guy. We're missing Connor. Sadly,
yes,
I miss him deeply.
But we have a new studio, sort of.
It's true. We do. We're all in the Last Honest Gamer studio instead of the Night of the Living Geeks studio. We're all moved in.
Those guys.
Or,
screw you, John.
Or not.
I'm joking. I miss you.
No,
you a lot.
I know it was nice and cozy over there. Like this is going to take some warming up to. We don't have as many fun little toys on our desk, and I think without Connor, it just feels even more alien.
Feels empty.
But what I'm not going to miss are all the stupid noises, the neighbors yelling, the toilet flushing and getting loud and annoying. So
yep.
All of our own great little space, and hopefully
now
we won't have weird noises.
Now all we're gonna have is
What? Why are we going to have?
I think the
Does Charlie
Hulk,
Brown live here?
Yes.
I think Colossus from the arcade game is going to show up. What?
This is gonna be a fun night.
That's also not the only new thing we've got.
Yeah, we're actually gonna change some things up now. Now we're gonna do multiple topics and multiple discussions. Things are gonna change.
Yep.
And we have a very special surprise for you at the end. It's gonna be a little fun.
Yeah, it's a new game, guys.
Yeah,
it's going to be great.
I think
In
this is a
fact,
great idea.
This is going to be the world premiere of the new Last Honest Gamers production game developed by Last Honest Gamers.
It's going to be great.
Yeah, it's going to be wonderful. So please tune in.
Please be excited.
And yes, please be excited.
Everyone bow.
You can't see us, but we're bowing.
Yeah, we all bowed. All right, so let's get right to it with the first segment. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5 was finally shown off.
In screenshot
form. But still, it's a real thing. I'm excited. I know Taylor thinks they look like crap.
It does. Like the one screenshot, it shows like Tony Hawk doing a trick, but he's like, it looks like somebody literally like copy and pasted his face onto a model. It's just like no emotion, just deadpan.
So we're talking like NBA 2K 14 or 15 or whatever year that was when they like had the weird facial recognition pasting it
on.
Well,
at least those guys had emotions. Like this is literally like they didn't put. I'm like he's doing a trick on a half pipe. You'd think he'd be like,
it's like
whoa,
a mug shot,
but it's just like
so obviously it's not close to being done.
Coming out this fall, though, I think, right? Isn't that what they said?
Wait a second. Hold on. Is this an LHG first? Is Nick actually on the side of good this time, and Taylor on the side of bad?
I'm on the side of good this time.
What do you mean?
Well, you're the naysayer, Taylor.
Yeah, they look terrible. And it was the same guys that made the Tony Hawk HD, which you didn't really like.
Oh, I liked it. There was just some bugs.
Okay. Well, hopefully they won't rush this one.
But I mean,
it won't be rushed.
There were bugs in a remaster.
There's bugs in this garage, okay? God dang it.
There's bugs everywhere. Damn, I just got bit by one. All right. So, yeah, there were bugs. There were missing features in Tony Hawk HD, but still, it was fun to play, and it felt like Tony Hawk, so I could see it doing fine. I think because they made it, and it looks like, as Kyle Bossman said, was it looks worse than Tony Hawk Pro Skater HD, so obviously they're not finished with it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, God, hopefully.
Yeah, because it's on the PS4, so obviously it's going to look a lot better.
Yeah.
You'd hope so.
Yeah, I'd hope so. But the features they said that it's where that's coming into the game is sounding pretty awesome. I mean, create a skater's back, create a park's back.
Firing projectiles, what we always wanted.
I know that's gonna be fun. We're
Wait,
gonna
is
be
that
able
really a thing?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's really
you're
a
gonna be
thing.
So
able-
I haven't actually like been keeping up too much with the Pro Skater 5 stuff. So you're gonna have to kind of
Yeah,
inform me on
so
this.
we're able to throw. That's all it says. We're able to
Yeah,
throw projectiles. So I don't know.
I don't know what that means. Yeah.
All right, yeah, I
yeah.
guess that's anywhere between like a blue shell and a pebble. So
Can you imagine that you're just racing and someone just throws a blue shell?
you're like, what the?
What game is this?
What year is this?
I do, I really want racing though in Pro Skater 5.
That would be cool,
I
like a
would-
downhill jam kind of thing.
Yeah, because I love racing games like that, but I feel like they always focus on free skate and like tricks, which are great, but I want that variety in there too.
That's where projectiles come in. Just racing, throw a rock at him, he falls over, just breaks a bunch of bones.
You know what
He's
I
like,
would
"Ha, ha."
what I would love to see from one of my favorite titles is SSX Tricky. And how you could just punch people. You could just freaking wail on them. It was the best. Just kind of slide up next to them and just clock them upside the head, and they go flying. It's hilarious.
That game that did it best was Road Rash. I think that has the king of racing punching people. Have you ever played Road Rash? Game's amazing. Like you literally get like chain whips and like clubs, and you're like on motorcycles, and you just like knock dudes off motorcycles with weapons.
awesome.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I think the only thing that really kept it alive for Tricky is that as you progressed in the single player, other characters, they would like remember how many times you hit them, and then they would be more aggressive to you.
Oh,
So you
interesting.
could, you could, let's say you really like this one character, and you're not playing as them, right? But you don't want to hit them. You want them to like you, right? And so then you just never hit them, and then they like are totally cool with you. They might even attack people who have been attacking you.
That's cool.
So like they'll like be your ally in the race. It's awesome, yeah.
That just reminds me of the punching thing is in Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3, whenever you got near like a NPC, they would literally lunge at you and punch you off your board.
Oh yeah, there are jerks, man.
So you're just like, you're not even
God.
near them, and they're like, oh, and you're down. You're like, I was in the middle of a combo, you piece of shit.
But I like the racing aspect because I've been playing, or not recently, but I did play Ollie Ollie, which is like an indie developed skateboard game. And the whole game is like a runner type game. Like you're perpetually moving forward. So I feel like if they had like, better graphics, better production values, and like cooler stuff to like, it's like always going downhill or something. I don't know. That could be really cool. That's a good idea. I never would think that for a skateboarding game. But.
I'm just happy.
You're happy what?
I'm just happy. It's a Pro Skater game.
Yeah, proper, not like
And it's-
not Ride or Dash or whatever garbage.
American Wasteland.
Yeah.
It's an actual Pro Skater game.
Air Ride.
So it's gonna be. So he's gonna be. I mean, it's gonna be awesome. I mean, the funny thing is that it's coming on last gen as well.
Oh, okay.
But the last gen version is $49.99. No, $39.99, and the new next gen is $59.99.
so
because
it's got to
not-
be really cut down.
Yeah, so it has none of the online features at all.
Okay.
So apparently this has a huge online thing, and I have no idea what it is. It's
Well,
like
see, and again, going back to SSX, that was something they tried in the SSX reboot. Sadly not titled Deadly Descents, which really it should have been. But anyway, they tried to focus so much on multiplayer and online stuff that they forgot like a lot of the series.
yeah.
I feel like they just
Like what
it
made
wasn't
good, yeah.
Yeah, like they I don't know.
Well, they said classic THP, Tony Hawk
S.
SP.
No, Pro Skater, yeah.
Yeah, PS.
THPS.
I'm an idiot. Gameplay. So career mode. So it's gonna have the classic.
That'd be cool.
2-minute, do all the goals,
Mm-hmm.
and then I think it's also gonna have the classic, not really classic, but Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4 version career mode as well,
What was
Which
the difference?
that? I forget that.
where you free roam the level and then you can talk to people to get
Oh, weird.
to do
Okay.
to do the objectives.
So like almost
They were
like
giving you
pseudo
quests.
Yeah, pseudo
Yeah,
RPG.
exactly.
Okay. That's interesting.
But I do like the create your own skate park, create your own level. I don't know what the online's going to be, but that would be fun. Like that'd be cool if you could do like tag team half pipe stuff. I always thought that would be neat because in the X games, they would always do these tricks. Like somebody would grind and then somebody would do a flip trick over him. Like if nothing else, it'd be dumb fun. Like let's try to do crazy stuff, and half the time you're like running into each other.
You can, but we're gonna run into each other. Like
and
every
I think
time.
though that but if they made it a thing, like you got points for doing that kind of stuff, yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, like gaps and stuff like
but
that.
Isn't I think that's something that we were talking about a few weeks ago that I think it was I had this idea of almost adding in little tiny quick time events to it, where it's like both, that you both have to set it up, but then it goes into this maybe 5-6 second quick time event where you each have to press all the buttons correctly, and then your guys do this perfect, like, really cool tag team combo. And I mean, with the insanity of some of the Tony Hawk moves, think about it. You could hold each other's hand and then like helicopter around each other in midair, like do crazy shit like that.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate and be Mr. Grumpy again.
All right.
Fuck that.
Well, yeah, you're not a big fan of QTE, are you?
It's because Tony Hawk's supposed to be fast and crazy, and if you have a mode where it starts slowing down, you do all this crazy stuff, it's gonna ruin the flow. So that's what a lot of people didn't like about the new ones, because they did stuff like that.
All right. Well, then I will trust everyone else's judgment on that, because I didn't really play the new Pro Skaters.
So no slowing down, but co-op moves would be awesome.
Yeah.
So it's like, you're just doing a move, and then guys near you, and a button flashes for like a second. And you have to press it right at the right time, and you do this awesome co-op move. That would be cool.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
I'm down. That sounds good.
So yeah, I mean, I collect the Pro Skater games, so I'm definitely going to buy this game.
Well, and if nothing else, it's going to have a rockin' soundtrack, so that's good.
I want
never
classic
fail.
songs. I would be
Goldfinger. Gotta have Goldfinger, man.
If it had
Superman.
classic songs, I would die.
Well, yeah, I think just adding in ska in general, is like that's what they need.
Oh, that song's classic too.
Yeah.
If Connor was here, he'd be telling you not to sing right now. He'd be like, "Nick, you jerk."
And then he would start singing it.
Yeah.
But how you said making skate parks and stuff like that? I remember when I didn't have a PS2 yet, you did, and you brought it over for sleepovers. All I'd do was make skate parks on that game.
And we were really limited by the PS2's memory. Now I feel like the possibilities are kind of endless as far as like what you could do with that sort of thing.
Yeah, I'm really hoping they really make it really advanced.
Mm-hmm. That'd be great.
Little Big Planet style.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
I know that's not going to happen, but it'll be funny.
Yeah.
All right, changing to the next news. Nintendo and Universal are teaming up to make theme park attractions or theme park.
Yeah.
I think it's probably going to be at a Universal theme park, kind of like what they do with
excuse me,
certain other things. Like I'm trying to think of, like, is Back to the Future a Universal movie? Yeah, I can't remember.
I don't remember, but yeah.
But like Back to the Future.
This is what Vid Nerds is for.
But anyway, yeah, like I think that seems like pretty appropriate. That'd be kind of cool. I'd be curious to what kind of attractions they would be. Is it like a roller coaster? Is it like just a place where you go where like guys are dressed up as Luigi and Mario?
Mario Karts.
Oh, dude, yeah, are you kidding me?
Wouldn't that be sweet?
That thing writes itself.
It does write itself, but how would you do items?
I don't know.
Maybe you wouldn't. Maybe it would just be
Mario Karts.
I mean, it would just be go-karts, but
you'd have to make the levels super cool, like tunnels with like tons of lights and like with all the fire flowers.
God,
you
that
have
would
to
be
like
awesome.
really deck it out.
Awesome
Yeah.
sacks.
yeah, awesome sacks. Yeah. You can make like some of the walkways, Mario Party themed, kind of like the walkways in that, right?
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah,
You definitely have Princess Peach's castle. Oh my god, why are we just talking about Mario things?
I know. So
Hyrule Castle.
Yeah, sure.
Hyrule Castle. I want Bowser to like appear if you're walking on the walkway and you actually like stop on a Bowser, token.
Yeah.
And he just pops out of nowhere. It's like, I'm going to give you this candy.
That'd be kind of crazy.
That's menacing.
I think what would be cool with like a jump house, like a Mario themed jump house, where like you can jump on things,
Oh,
like
yeah.
little blocks, or like
Whenever you jump, it goes boing.
That'd be cool.
bling,
Yeah.
bling, bling. Yeah, that'd be kind of neat.
What else could we have? So Nintendo stuff. Maybe Samus.
It's going to be a Metroid haunted house.
No, Luigi's Mansion.
Luigi's Mansion.
No more Mario.
No,
Metroid.
come on. Luigi's Mansion would be
That
perfect.
writes itself
for, I
too,
mean,
yeah.
Yeah, you're already there.
I don't know how if they could give you like a little ghost vacuum. I don't know how that would work.
I would say make Luigi's Mansion like the haunted mansion at Disney, where you just go into like a little ride and you look around and you see Luigi.
Oh, that could be the
things.
blaster one. where you have little vacuums and you're shoot. You know that there's that one where you're you're shooting.
The Buzz Lightyear one.
Yeah, exactly. So you could just do that with the vacuum and you're vacuuming them up. Yeah,
There you go.
and you're right though. I'm thinking about it. And Metroid, I think, would make a scarier mansion one.
Make it like jump stuff.
Yeah.
And you have to solve like a puzzle in it.
Well, might be too far, but it'd be awesome.
That'd be awesome.
I'm just kind of looking at theme parks nowadays. It's like everything is just. It's like
Star Tours.
yeah, it's just been
Everything's a
applied
Star
this
Tours.
gigantic easy button on it, where it's like there's nothing really you need to do in them. You just kind of have fun with it, right? So I think figuring out a puzzle might be too much for to be
Oh, sure.
Fatal Frame.
actualized. Oh God.
That'd be crazy. That's not necessarily a Nintendo thing. That's Tecmo Koei.
F-Zero roller coaster.
That'd be kinda neat.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'm not gonna sing. Sorry.
No, it's cool, but I know I'm there.
or even better, it could be a mine cart. It could be Donkey Kong Country themed. You're on a little mine cart.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, they're probably going to need a few roller coasters, right? So I think definitely a Donkey Kong minecart would be great. F-Zero track.
Like Big Blue. Yeah, we're going really, really fast.
Animal Crossing.
Just a village.
Just a village.
Oh, I think Animal Crossing should definitely be like maybe that could be the like the food place, kind of the food area.
And stores and everything.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, if it's like if it all had the green ground with little triangles on it, right? Like that would just work.
There should be a giant tree, and you get to walk in the bottom, and all you do is see Donkey Kong's banana horde.
I could see that just as a little decoration.
Yeah, why
yeah.
not?
Actually, I could totally see that. Or even, I mean, that could also just be something you ride past on the Donkey Kong ride. You see the giant tree, and if you look in, you see it. I mean, I think that would probably be a better place for it. But what else? What else do we have? What other
Well, you're
Nintendo?
talking about Star Tours, like the ones where you're like sitting in a chair and you just do
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
I think it'd be Star
I
Fox.
was just
where you're
gonna say
like
that,
in
Star
an
Fox,
R-wing and you're like fighting androids.
But it needs
or
to
whatever.
end with Peppy going, "Do a barrel roll." And then you
I
just do-
actually
you
really
do a
just
spin.
hope. Oh no, okay. I was gonna say I hope they don't say that because that would just be, pandering, right? But
That
but
would
then,
be awesome.
But
pandering.
then but then as soon as you said the chairs would do that kind of thing. Okay, that's pretty cool. I could kind of get on board. Yeah, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, wouldn't it?
Let's see any other
Well,
big
Pokemon we've left out. I'm trying
Oh,
to think of
God.
what they would do with Pokemon though. Just like a place where you could buy stuff.
Genetically engineered Pokemon. It's like a petting zoo and it's actual Pokemon.
What do you think it could be? Maybe they could actually do something like pretty creative with that one. Do something that no theme park has done before, where it's something along the lines of you can actually make it a theme park wide game almost. So you pick up some sort of wireless kind of street pass like thing,
Pokédex.
and you can kind of like train a little bit where it's not like you can get super into it. But you can kind of walk around and then for your whole day at the park, you can kind of see how your Pokemon's been doing in battles and see what level it gets to. You can name it, and then maybe at the end you can buy a ridiculously expensive photo of your.
I've got the best idea.
All right, what's up?
So have you guys ever been to medieval times where it's so essentially what it is, it's like a restaurant where it's like a fighting pit where you eat and you watch knights fight.
Yeah.
So it's like a Pokemon stadium and you watch people have Pokemon battles, but instead of real Pokemon, you may have some kind of holographic projection maybe. I don't know. I don't know how that would work.
I was gonna say they could maybe do that.
We could do that. It's freaking 21st century.
Or you just do 3D glasses because there was something like the Michael Jackson attraction had something like that where they had 3D projections and it looked or no, it was Terminator. It was Terminator. That's what it was. At the Universal Studios, they have this whole thing where you put on glasses and it looks like the Terminators are flying at you. That could be cool with Pokemon. Yeah, watch a Pokemon
totally.
tournament fight or whatever.
I could absolutely see that. Oh, that's
now I want to go to Nintendo Land.
I know. Now I'm like, well, what the hell? I want to do that now.
No, the first one's gonna be in Florida.
That's okay. It's not that bad. It's
Oh, yeah, we're adults. We could go.
Yeah, exactly. We have incomes. Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, I'm looking forward to that.
We could just talk about this all day.
I was completely not excited about it at all. I was like, oh, okay, Nintendo theme park, whatever. And now we're talking about it. I'm like, sounds
No, I really
really, really cool.
Look at your phone.
All right, so
No,
what's next?
I got it.
all right, well, then do it.
All right. Next thing is the Towerfall Dark World expansion will be out after, when this podcast comes out. Are you excited, Jake?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I really like Towerfall, It's awesome multiplayer. The quest line, I think the 2-player co-op is one of my favorite modes on there. Like the Super Smash like 4-player battles are awesome, but something about the co-op I just really enjoy. So I'm really excited that they're coming out with 4-player co-op now. And then there's going to be more boss battles, because how many bosses were in the original game, or without the DLC? There was like,
I don't remember. Was it like every end of the level? Or was
No,
it
no, I think it was just
there's
like the end of the
there's
game.
just one. Yeah.
yeah, okay. So there's going to be more boss battles, which is awesome. I'm really looking forward to that, especially with Titan Souls recently releasing. That's like really kind of hyping me up for it. Which also, I really hope that your character from Titan Souls is one of the DLC characters. I would love it. Wouldn't that be cool? I mean, it would fit. I mean, phenomenally well. It's already got the pixel art.
Indie developers talk to each other a lot like that. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, so that would be great. Or if you could get like, well, no, there's no way. But I was going to say like, old school Link. And I'm like, no, that's not going to happen because Nintendo. But there's going to be new power-ups, so I can't wait to see what that is. 10 more archers, which honestly, I think there's only like 8 in the game, aren't there? So
yes.
they're like doubling it, or I mean, they're more than doubling it. So I mean,
I don't think there's 10 more archers.
10 more archers.
I think
man.
there's like 2 new archers, and then every single one gets a new skin.
In Towerfall, everything is just a skin.
No, I mean like the blue archer. It's going to be the blue archer still, but she's going to look a little different.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
That was the thing.
Whatever. Honestly, again, because all the archers behave exactly the same. I mean, it's still cool. New looks. That's awesome.
I wonder what your favorite character is going to look like.
And then, yeah, I know. So it's the prancing puppet, I think, is my favorite character. He's
it looks like a little jester.
Yeah. So he's my favorite so far, but I can't wait to see what's in the DLC. And then we got new levels. So, cool little new themes, new traps, and different little levels. There's no...
Yeah, no way.
Yeah, but new stuff. I mean, I'm really stoked. More content.
The first one was really fun.
More content for that game is better.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm excited. That should be fun.
I want to play unlimited lasers with you guys again.
No. God, it is such a hassle. Like, it's like I laugh for 2 seconds and I'm like, no, but seriously, can I play now?
Right.
Like,
yeah.
But you just dodge into it and grab it.
Nick's like the master of dodging, man. It's so annoying. I hate it.
It's so fun.
You have to get Nick when he's not paying attention somehow.
Or drill arrows.
Yeah, drill arrows are
one
of my veins.
I love drill arrows so
or the
much.
jizz arrows.
Because
they're homing.
I know.
No, but I always catch him because he was.
Yep.
You always know what's gonna happen.
All right, what's next?
It's a great newbie killer though. I always get him and I'm like,
the homing ones, yeah.
Yeah, he was pissing off Connor pretty bad when we played. Sorry, Connor.
All right, and Tales of Hysteria PS4 essentially leaked on Best Buy.
Essentially leaked.
It did leak.
It leaked, but we don't know if it's like real or
if Best Buy is just messing up.
Yeah.
But frankly, I mean, that never really happens. I feel like
not for Best Buy. Usually it's like Amazon, Russia, or something weird.
Well, but I mean, even then, like, it's so rare that something like that, even the obscure like ones, like I know we've had a few, like kind of across the Atlantic that are just like, this random freaking website posts a random freaking thing. But like, is it ever really wrong? I feel like it's almost always
sometimes
it's wrong.
It's wrong because I think there was one called the Uncharted trilogy a long time ago.
Yeah,
and nothing has happened with that, but it's still a pretty big rumor.
Okay, all right.
But
well, anyway, still,
cool. Sorry, Jake.
That's fine.
You know more things about this. Taylor.
Well, so they're priced differently. They're priced like the Tony Hawk stuff. It's the PS3 version's $40, and then the next gen PS4 version is $60.
Mm-hmm.
And they listed on Best Buy. I think it got taken. I don't know if it's still on there. I forget. But it's been on there. And then the Namco like Asia account or something was like, we've heard about a lot of rumors. We can't say anything, but tune into the Tales of Festival on June 6th or whenever it is. So I feel like then they're gonna really address that, and they're like, yep, we're gonna do a PS4 version because I think nobody
the world rejoiced.
Nobody in the West is gonna buy it on PS3. Like they had a stat from Battlefield on the last NPD, and they said 80% of the sales were for next gen versions. Only 20% of the sales were Xbox 360 or PS3, which is I mean, why would you put out a game last gen? It just doesn't make any sense.
By the way, just news on the Best Buy front.
Yeah.
So it's still on the website, but it says Tales of Zestiria PlayStation 4, but then it says this item is no longer available. So they haven't completely obliterated it, but they did say it's not a thing you can buy.
Sure, because it hasn't been officially announced yet.
It hasn't.
But I'm tired of using my PS3. I don't like the UI. I don't like the
too.
controller. Like, I just want everything to be on PS4.
I feel like all last gen consoles are toys. Like, well, technically they are toys, but they just feel like children's toys.
Yeah.
So when I play them on the system, I'm like, I feel dirty. Yeah.
Well, the Xbox One, it's really frustrating. I'm on my PlayStation 4 more, and then whenever I switch to the Xbox One for Master Chief Collection or Master Chief Collection, it's such a slow system comparatively, but even then, like, it's still faster than the 360. The 360 really just got sluggish at the end.
You totally did that on purpose.
Did what on purpose?
You're like, whenever I turn on the Master Chief Collection or the Master Chief Collection.
Good job, Jake.
Thank you. I do love you, Xbox One. It's just so hard to be with you sometimes.
It's not called the Xbox One. It's called Halo Machine.
The original
it has
Xbox was Halo
Sunset
Machine.
Overdrive, and there's gonna have to be a new Gears.
What is Sunset Overdrive? Like,
I don't know.
That's
I never
not-
played it. It looked neat though.
That ain't shit.
If it was on PS4, I probably would have bought it for $40.
It also would have ran better. And we would have been able to use the menus really fast as well.
Yep.
Next subject, or a little tiny one, is Tronbon for the PS1 was released on the PS Store.
I have no idea what that is.
I don't really know what that is either, but I know. So Tronbon was the villain in the Mega Man Legends game, which
in the what Legends?
So Mega Man Legends was a series on PlayStation.
I don't know what
1.
that is.
It
was
was
Legends? What?
Mega Man Legends.
What?
It
Mega
was
Man?
Yeah.
Jake's being Jake.
I'm sorry. I just don't know Mega Man. I
Yeah.
don't.
Jake has not played.
Is that
Mega
like
Man.
Superman?
It's his brother. Yeah.
Okay. That's.
He's actually better than Superman.
I'm pretty
He's
smart
Mega
like
Man.
that. I mean, I put two and two together there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Mega Man.
But I remember Connor actually talking about this game and actually how he wanted to play it. Now he has the chance.
Yeah, and it's only like $5.99, I think. It's really cheap.
And
typically, like a hard disc version of that game is like expensive as shit. It's like $70-$80 or
Oh,
something.
he was talking about. I remember this now. Yeah, yes. Oh, I did see this. No, Tronbon is the chick,
Yeah,
the girl.
yes, with the hair. Yeah.
Okay, I just keep thinking John Tron every time you say Tronbon, so I kind of I'm always picturing a dude.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
but anyway, yeah. So,
What's the? Do you guys even know what the gameplay is?
Tron
all
Bon.
I
about?
actually have no idea what it's like. I think it's like Mega Man Legends, kind of like an action RPG, but I could be totally wrong. I'm probably totally wrong.
was this the girl that was really afraid of the dog that Mega Man then punted?
Maybe?
I don't know.
Mega Man
She
Legends?
has like really like.
Aren't you guys fans of
Brown
Mega
hair.
Man?
I
God,
don't remember. I have not played Mega Man Legends, sadly.
That's fine. But she's
She
got
is
the
a character in
brown
Marvel
hair,
vs. Capcom 2.
red jacket.
I think it's like a black jacket, but like a pink undershirt or something.
Okay, yeah.
And she has those little yellow servots.
Oh
that
yeah,
run around with her.
okay, the Capcom guys.
Yeah.
Okay. I remember that
made
in
the
Marvel
guys.
vs. Capcom.
Yeah.
That's
I don't know what those are.
I know,
I
it's
see
funny.
them everywhere, but what are they called?
I think they're called servbots.
Yeah.
What are they from?
Mega
That's
Man
from
Legends.
her, from
Oh,
Tronbon.
okay.
Yeah,
and so
that's what it's from.
that's where they make all the.
Yeah.
Because I never knew. I just see them all over Capcom games. I'm like, what the fuck are these? Like I thought it was like kind of just their mascot, almost like kind of
It
like
kind of is now.
Nintendo Powers Alan. If anyone remembers Alan, shout out to Alan.
Was Alan the guy with the weird hair?
No,
No, that was
it-
Nestor.
That was Nestor,
in
yeah.
Nintendo Power. Alan was one of the slimes from Dragon Quest, but he just became Nintendo Power's like mascot. You don't remember this at all? One of the little blue ones with the white eyes and the red smile.
Well, I know what
I
the
know.
slimes
Yeah,
are, but I
that's-
don't remember him being a character in.
So one of those
Yeah.
doesn't look any different. His name is Alan, and he was the Nintendo Power mascot.
Oh, weird. Okay.
Well, we grew up with PSMs and not Nintendo Power.
Whatever, man. I
So-
grew up with
I remember
Nintendo Power.
Nestor though. Nestor was a
You
character.
remember Nestor?
Yep.
And then what was the guy in PSN? It was like something Chan. Not that means anything. It was like he had like the suit and the spiky orange hair.
I know exactly what you're talking about, but it is like very Japanesey name. Forgot. But
yeah,
it was like he was like the Japanese part of PlayStation. Like he showed off all the Japanese new games and all that stuff. I miss PSM. It was a good thing. It was a good thing. So,
I think it was Bonds Chan, maybe.
Ooh,
looking this
yeah,
up.
you actually
Bonds Chan.
I'm looking this up right now.
I didn't remember
I
that.
think it's Bonds Chan. Anyway,
All right, let us know if you find anything.
this guy.
That was that him. That,
Yeah, I
that,
can't-
That was the
That was the him. Nick, calm down.
He's
We've
getting
lost
too
him.
excited.
We've lost him, everybody.
Beep. Bonsai Chibi Chan, I believe is his full name.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. Anyway, moving on.
Moving on. All right, we all played the Splatoon Global Test Fire.
Nice. Good job remembering it.
I can never remember that stupid name.
How did everyone like it? I enjoyed it. It was fun. It had some flaws in it, but
Did you just answer your own question?
Yeah, like, what'd you think?
How,
Well, here's-
how did everyone enjoy
No,
it?
no.
Well, Nick, I loved it.
no. Hi.
No, that's literally what he did.
That's not what I tried to do. I meant to give my answer first and then let you guys answer.
What did you guys think? I thought that was not edited. That's literally what he did.
Oh,
I'm
Nick.
done.
Oh, Nick.
I'm not the host anymore.
I don't even.
All right,
know.
Taylor, you or me?
Yeah, I'll go since I only played 3 matches.
I think we all. Oh wait, no.
Okay, here's my
I
thing.
played 2 full fucking hours of it.
I wish I played 2 full hours. So here's my thing. Played 2 matches. The first match I used the one that looks like the Super Zoger squirt guns.
The splatter shot.
Splatter shot. To me, it was totally useless because rollers are OP. Like if you gotta have at least 2 rollers on your team. Because when I had a roller, we won 60-40 at least every match, or if not more. I think one time it was almost 80-20. Like we destroyed these guys. I think maps are a little
rematching real quick. Were you
I
choosing a
rematched-
different weapon each
so
time?
okay, so I played one match with the squirt gun, splatter shot,
Yeah.
and then I switched, and then I rematched a couple times.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because if you just keep pressing rematch, you're going to be matched up with the same dudes.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
I found that happen a lot where it's like if I was on a losing streak, as soon as I just choose a different weapon or even choose the same weapon, but I back out and then relook for matches, it's usually a much better match. Because I'm not just facing the same dudes that are killing me every time, killering me.
But I felt like the maps were really restrictive. I understand the whole point is to like paint everything. So if you had a huge map, it sort of defeats the purpose of that. But I feel like I don't know. It seemed a little bit constrained to me. The motion controls I can't stand. I didn't know that you could change them until after it ended. And I was like, man, I really wish I would have been able to try those out to see if it was any better. But like, I couldn't get used to them in the few matches that I played. So maybe when the game comes out, I'll have a better feel for it. Game looks great though. It looks phenomenal. I love when your team changes colors, like between matches. It mixes it up. I love the like swimming in the ink and like jumping out of it. That's really cool. I just really want to know what the other modes are because I feel like that one mode's going to get boring really fast.
Well, so there's only actually going to be 3 modes that are announced so far.
Okay.
So right now there's regular battle,
Which is the one
I'm sorry, turf war.
Okay, turf war.
Yeah. So turf war. By the way, I'm just looking at the wiki to remind myself because there's not. It's hard to remember all this stuff. But so turf war is the one we were playing. That's it. Then there's hero mode, which is single player campaign, pretty much against computers called the Octarians.
Okay.
And then there's Battle Dojo, which is the local 2-player one, which I don't think is going to be any fun at all.
Wait, there's other game modes.
Yeah, I thought there was one where like you kind of like each team has their own little area that.
Well, there's ranked. I see them. So there's ranked stuff, and
Uh-huh.
there's going to be like King of the Hill stuff.
Yes, that's
yeah,
Splat,
okay.
Splat zones.
Splat Zone, yeah. So I don't know. I'm hoping maybe with more maps and like the full game, there's more variety of guns and things you can unlock. So
I've heard all the DLC for this game is going to be free.
that's cool.
I've heard
all
that
the
as
new,
well.
All the new maps.
I trust Nintendo with DLC. They've been doing it right with Mario Kart was amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Smash Bros with if you bought both versions, you just got Mewtwo for free. I'm going to trust them with that. I just don't know. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you think this game is going to be able to sustain itself? I mean, like you played 2 hours, Jake. Did you think? Or did you get bored? Did you think that was too much, not enough?
I didn't, and mainly I think just because there's a lot. I think the game is just really, really, really tactical. There's like I'd say it's one part just reflexes, aiming correctly, not messing up, being able to kill the other guy before he kills you, and then 2 parts strategy. Because there's so much of the game. I found little bits of when you start, especially if you're a roller, don't just go straight forward. You wanna pretty much like go around the circle,
Yeah, that's
like right around you, and that's a good at least like 1% of the map, which is what it boils down to usually. When the matches are close, 1% helps so much. So just getting that right at the beginning is good. Also, when it starts, everyone just starts shooting immediately. So the roller isn't going to be doing too much right at the start, because you're just going to be painting over what everyone else is already shooting. So you kind of, you get to save up some ink, and then you get to swim forward, and everyone, like, it's a good, there's little tactics like that, figuring out when to try and infiltrate, when to just hold the front lines, when to like focus on defense, when to focus on killing, when to just ignore it and go hide and start just painting walls randomly. Like, it's just, there's a lot of the tactics there that are really cool.
I will say the one disadvantage of the roller is you can only get the ground. You can't shoot on the walls.
You kind of can.
You have to splat it.
Yeah, when you like through. Like,
oh, how do you? What button do you press?
It's when you first. So when you first press the fire button,
yeah.
You know how you kind of like slam it down on the ground.
Oh, interesting.
When you slam it, it actually like shoots a little bit.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And
okay, so if you like tap it, can you just keep doing that?
Yeah, exactly. But it gets rid of your ink like a good amount. I think it's like it's definitely more than just rolling. But I found that little splat kind of attack there. It's really good if you're up on high spaces, because there's so much spread to that attack. You can just cover ground beneath you. So it's really good if you can get up to a high spot with it. But because you're a roller, it's really hard to get up to those high spots.
Yeah, what I found out in my games is a lot of people tend to ignore doing what they're supposed to do, and just trying to kill each other. So I was with the roller just going all around.
Yep.
Like, come on, you idiots.
Yeah, it's not about killing each other. It's about covering the map with ink. Yeah.
I really like that kills don't earn you anything. They get you a little more ink because the person explodes in your ink color. So they get you a little bit of that, and then they buy you some time. But that's all a kill does.
And what about kill streaks? I got kill streaks, didn't you?
Kill streaks?
Yeah.
You're messing with me.
No, there's obviously...
What kill streaks?
Like, I got like a super weapon that's shot from the like...
That's not... No, you don't get that from killing.
But I got it from killing.
You get it from painting.
No, I got it from killing.
No, you didn't.
Like it was like a huge like
super
ink
bomb or
thing
something
that like shot from the sky and went. No, I'm just fucking.
You're
with you,
such
man.
I'm like, no, you're an idiot.
No, but yes, you do get. I think you get more meter for your little super though.
Yeah, for kills. Yeah, and I'd believe that. Yeah,
and more points.
But yeah, I just think that's super cool. So my favorite weapon was the Splat Charger, and I feel like everyone else hated it. And I love that thing.
That?
That's the sniper.
Sniper, okay.
I loved that one so much.
It's the worst gun in the game.
So
apparently not.
All right, how I use it is right at the start, you shoot once, like just kind of really far, and you get like a little alleyway. You can move up with that. You can kind of swim that way. Recharges your ink and gets you around faster. And you pretty much, then once you get to the end of that little
you just keep going
thing, yeah, you just shoot it again. And so you can move really quick, so you can rush places better than any other class when you're doing that.
Yeah.
So you can get up to the high spaces, and then you can just start shooting. And once you're shooting, you can cover more ground. You can
like roller.
Yeah, than even the roller. You just, you cover everything. It's awesome. So that's good. I think the roller. Oh, what's up, Nick?
I think the splatter gun. The reason I didn't like it because I played it on my first game, so I was getting used to the controls. I'm like, I can't hit anything.
Yeah. So I think the splatter gun and the splatter gun, or the splatter shot, is the splatter shot or splatter gun? Splatter shot. So the splatter shot and the splatter shot junior are super good against rollers, and I think that's something that once people start, like once the game's been out for a week. I think the whole people, like all the people saying the Splat roller is overpowered, I think that's going to just stop all that talk, because people are going to figure out how to kill them.
Yeah.
People are going to be able to like see when their enemy squids under the water, or under the ink, so that people won't be able to sneak up as easily like the rollers have been. And once rollers are running at you, you won't like flip out. You'll know what to do. You'll know just shoot them a little bit.
Back up and shoot them back.
Yeah, and they're done.
I will say the only counterpoint to that is depending on how much what ink is where, you could just swim in the ink
to
avoid like the long range guys with the roller. If you have a roller and somebody's shooting at you, you could just sit in the ink.
What I was thinking is, so what I like is that when you're in the ink and if someone shoots you, you're still getting hurt.
Oh, really? I thought you couldn't get hit in the ink.
Well, so that's the thing is you can't. Or no, is it you get hurt? No, you pop out of the ground because it's no longer because you can only swim in your color ink.
Yeah, you go slow in their ink, I thought.
You can't swim in their ink at all.
Oh, you can't swim at all? Oh, I thought you just went slow.
So like if you're shot and then it doesn't actually hurt you, but it changes the ink you're in to their color and therefore ejects you from swimming. And then you're moving slower and you're getting hurt because you're in their ink. And then so as long as you can see like the telltale signs of an inkling swimming, then you can take them out pretty easy. And I love doing that with the roller, just rolling over people that are an inkling, and just
because it tells you where they are, right? It has their little name or whatever.
No, it just you can see little bits like kind of splashing up.
Yeah. I love being the squid because people don't notice that you're in a squid form as a roller, and then they're all fighting each other, and I just come out and hit him with the roller, and just explodes, and bam, 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 3 kills, and I'm like.
Well, the roller is very obviously the shotgun of this game. I mean, it's the close range devastator. It's great.
I'll be curious to see if they're going to do balance patches or if they're just going to throw it out there and leave it. Because I don't know if we're just saying obviously like the chatter on the internet and game forums that I visited, everybody was saying that the roller was OP. It was like the strongest weapon. So I'm curious to know as you unlock more weapons, like you guys were saying, there's more weapons to unlock besides those 4. Mm-hmm. So I'm wondering if once you get past that part and then like the world, this is so stupid. Like they won't unlock the like ultimate like online competitive mode until you're like a certain level or something like that. Like there was
I think you can only play ranked once you get to like level 10, I think.
Okay. So
I can't imagine that's going to be too difficult. I mean, it's
no, it
level
won't
10,
be, but it's weird that mode isn't unlocked like from the get-go. I guess the whole point is to get used to the game. I thought there was
another thing that was locked. You had to beat the game first to play it.
I don't know. But I'll be curious to know, like, once you get to like high-level competitive play, if the roller even is the dominant weapon, because we don't know. Maybe there's another gun that's not even usable yet that counteracts that.
What I'm curious about, is there any way to actually play with your friends?
Yeah, they've made lobby. You can do lobbies. There's no voice chat though.
Well,
but you can
as long
play
as you
with
can
friends.
do lobbies. I mean, I feel like people are gonna work around that. I mean, group calls, Skype, things like that. I mean,
I live in an age where we have little tiny devices that could talk to each other.
That's why I just said group calls.
I know, but people complaining about that, it's like
it's still dumb that it's not built in the game. Like, how convenient is it? Like, me and Jake were playing Assassin's Creed, and we could just use the voice chat in the PS4.
Yeah,
and you could do that for every game. We did it with Destiny. We did it with, tons of games. So
yeah, it's the obvious.
It's
choice.
Yeah, it's obvious choice, but it's nothing to get your panties in a wad.
I think that, so we talked a little bit about this before we started recording, and I think it was a point that Nick made, something about parents not wanting... Oh, that was Taylor? Sorry.
Yeah.
So, parents not really wanting their kids to just talk to strangers. Like, it's a valid point, and my initial reaction is, well, put parental controls on. But at the same time, I mean, some parents aren't as in... I don't know. I don't know. I'm really trying to like make a point for this. I do think that it should be on though, because I think if the parent cares enough, then they'll put parental controls on. I mean, simple as that. I don't think there's an excuse not to. It's like, because I was thinking, some parents just don't have time to be as involved in the kids' video games. But then I'm like, if they don't have time enough to be involved in that, are they really going to give a shit that there's voice chat?
Is there voice chat in Mario Kart?
No.
Okay.
The thing is there even mics from the Wii U?
In the gamepad.
I know. I do not want to be hearing a bunch of people breathing, their living rooms.
Well, it's simple. You just put a mute button. Like in The Last of Us, I never like hearing people, so I just hit mute all. It's as simple as that. Mm-hmm. I'm wondering if it's an infrastructure problem that Nintendo just never thought this through. They're like, oh, people might want to talk to each other when they play online.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's too late. We're already done,
I mean, you could talk to each other on Smash, but only in the menus.
Yeah.
And it sounds like crap.
It does. And I think the other thing is they haven't had any complaints with Mario Kart, frankly. I mean, Mario Kart...
there is no...
Exactly. They haven't had any complaints with no chat
Okay,
there.
well, here's the thing. That's a racing game. It's not you're not doing it cooperatively. This is a 4-player cooperative multiplayer,
That's
Like, you want to be able to coordinate. You're like, okay, you splatter over here. I'm going to go this way. We're going to find a ways around it, obviously, but I think that's dumb that they don't have it.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. Okay. Well, I'm agreed.
Yeah.
They should have voice chat, and they didn't. Way to go.
So, are we planning on picking this up when it comes out?
I am, definitely.
Okay, yeah.
And I think that would be, honestly, I really am looking forward to the co-op and strategizing with you guys. Like, I think that would just be a ton of fun. And I think, Skype or group calls, anything like that, whatever works. And I think it'll just make it so much fun. And also remember, one thing that I realized, one of my favorite aspects of the game, and I only figured it out like at the end, is the squid jump thing. I can't remember what that's called, but when you leap to friends. So I played the tutorial, right? And I kind of just wanted to make sure, like, I understood the basics. And the tutorial kind of made it seem like you had to be on the respawn pad to do the jump. And you don't need to be. Which is like, so for the first like hour and 45 minutes, because I played about 2 hours. So it was like the very end that I was like, wait a second.
I could do this whenever I want.
I was running around and I was like, wait a second. What's the point of being able to jump back to your home base? Because if that's the only place you can jump from, why would you ever jump there? So I was like, wait, I wonder if... And I just clicked an ally mid-fight and I just launched all the way over to him. Can you imagine if we're actually all coordinating and one person sneaks around to the back and then says, okay, guys, help. And all three of the other squids just take off and just land right next to him. Mid-combat, no delay, just freaking there. Can you imagine that? Like, I think if we can utilize that really often. That's not like, there's no limit to those jumps. So that can just be something that just happens. Like, that's awesome.
That is kind of cool. Like, if a scuffle's going on, you're like, hey, get over here, kill these guys.
Yeah. And the nice thing about it, Splatoon has enough survivability that you can do that. Like, I found one of my main complaints about shooters is usually if you can die too quickly to even request aid. I don't like that. I want to be able to, have some teamwork going.
Call of Duty.
Well, Call of Duty, I mean...
Battlefield.
A lot of games do that. I mean, even Halo to some extent, it's better in Halo because
you have a shield.
You have
right?
a shield, exactly. But
once
even,
that shield's gone.
Yeah, and so that's the thing. It's like even in Halo, it's kind of difficult. If you're caught with your pants even like an inch down, you're dead. So it's something like, with Splatoon, I feel like you get shot at a few times. You go ink mode, you run away. There's like ways to kind of get out of combat enough where I just cannot wait for that. As soon as you say help, you're going to see the little beacons of your friends appear at your feet, and then you back off. And then the person runs forward to where you were, and then your friends land right next to the person and just, like, slap him dead. It'll be awesome. I'm so excited. So, anyway, sorry. The teamwork in that game is going to be great.
It's going to be awesome. I can't wait for it, I think. I don't know. I'm kind of scared now. Don't know what to expect.
Should be good.
1 second.
So and that's coming out this Tuesday?
No, it's the 29th. It's in a couple weeks.
Oh, that's right. I'm thinking of Final Fantasy. That's right. Sorry.
And I think it's a Friday, too. Nintendo does weird stuff like that. Well, they'll release games on Sundays and Fridays, so I don't think it's coming out on a Tuesday.
Yeah, it's probably Friday or Sunday.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm still looking forward to it.
Speaking of May games, who's getting The Witcher?
I'm probably not.
I want to get it. So here's my thing. For the last 3 years, what I've done is during Christmas break, I usually save an RPG for the end of the year and play it like during Christmas break. So like on Total Accident, one of my friends from Capcom was like, "Hey, I can get you a free game. Is there any game you want?" I'm like, "I kind of want to try that Dragon's Dogma game. I don't know anything about it, but it looked cool."
Oh yeah!
And then she got it for me for free on PS3. I'm like, "Dude, this game is amazing." And we're talking about
Dogma.
like all these remasters, like. God, Dragon's Dogma is like begging to be remastered because it ran so bad on PS3 and Xbox 360, and it looked bad too. Like the textures were so like basic. So played that like all Christmas break, loved it. Next year when I was living with Nick, got Skyrim, played that all Christmas break. And last year it was Dragon Age Inquisition. Mm-hmm. So I think what I'm going to be doing is, unless Persona 5 comes out this year, which I don't think it will, I'm going to save Witcher for my Christmas break RPG because that game looked massive and it looks like a lot of fun. So,
and one thing I realized, I was waiting for a while for Witcher, and I was kind of just like, I made up my mind I wasn't going to get it, mainly because I own Witcher 1 and 2, haven't played them, and I want to play them beforehand.
Same with me.
Yeah, exactly. So, but then I was seeing this thing about Witcher 3 is that they're really making a push to make it incredibly accessible for people who haven't played the first two. So now I'm starting to wonder, like, is it really going to be necessary?
Well, they're not even calling it Witcher 3 anymore. They're just calling it The Witcher Wild Hunt. Because they had...
Wait, what?
So do you know Conan O'Brien? He does this thing called Clueless Gamer.
Yeah.
So on that episode, they didn't call it The Witcher 3. They just call it Witcher The Wild Hunt or whatever.
It still says Witcher 3.
Oh, yeah.
On the cover, it has a 3. But if you go to like the website and all the marketing, it's not called Witcher 3. It's called The Witcher Wild Hunt. Like they're really, really trying hard to like push it.
That's really interesting, actually.
Because of that, because I think this is going to be the big one that like propels it, and they don't want people to be like
afraid of it.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
it's the Morrowind. It's the third one, but it's the one that really kicks off the series.
Exactly.
I don't think Morrowind did that.
What do you think did that?
Oblivion
Okay,
did.
I'm looking at Amazon right here. Look at it. It's called The Witcher Wild Hunt.
I see it.
For PS4. It's not called Witcher 3.
Can I see that picture again?
Yeah.
What was the is the 3? So the 3 is still on
there, yeah.
Okay.
But it looks like a helmet. If you don't know better, it looks like a helmet or something. But yeah, it's not called Witcher 3. It's called The Witcher Wild Hunt.
Yeah, okay. I could see it. Just looks like kind of a claw mark. It could almost be the symbol for it.
Well, the main villain in one of the first trailers, that's what his helmet kind of looks like.
Okay.
Yeah,
well, then that's cool. I might actually pick it up. The problem also is that I'm saving my RPG juices for Inquisition. I still need to beat it.
Oh, you haven't beat it yet?
No,
Okay.
so I'm like,
You need to save all your RPG juices for actual PS1 RPGs.
what do you mean actual? I feel like you have this idea that PS1 RPGs are the only RPGs.
Yeah.
I don't know if they hold up so well.
Damn, Nick.
Like
No,
after
they
Bravely
don't,
Default,
actually.
like it's really hard to go back to like turn-based RPGs because Bravely Default got rid of the BS of random because you can crank it up to 200 or turn it down to 0, and it's just so hard to go back to anything that doesn't have that anymore. You know, because like the most annoying part of those games was like in a dungeon and you just want to get to the end. It's like fuck it, I just want to turn it to 0 so I can run. You know what I mean?
I had heard about that.
That's because you're weak.
I'm not weak. It's just it's wasting my time.
You're
it's
not weak.
frustrating.
Taylor. I don't think you're weak. I think you're strong. No, because I have the same complaints. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I'm playing Chrono Cross, and
Well, they don't have random
They don't have
battles.
random battles.
The enemies are on the screen, and then you can like engage them when you want.
That's something I really liked about the Tales series, is that you could see everything.
Yeah.
Like sometimes they were still
I'm gonna
unavoidable.
stop you there. Not all Tales series are like that.
Well, I'm talking about the good ones.
Oh,
Yes.
bam.
No.
Anyway,
Sorry.
all right. Do we have anything else, or are we going to the game?
We're not going to the game.
I want to play the game.
I'm actually going to end it right here.
Oh,
We're not
whatever.
gonna play the game right now. But it is time for Roll the Dice.
That's the game.
Jake.
Nick,
Explain
you
it.
fooled me again. All right, so Roll the Dice is going to be our new thing. I'm excited for it. So we are going to, each of us are going to roll the dice. We've got, it's pretty much, by rolling the dice, you're going to combine a genre. So MMORPG, rhythm, tower defense, fighting, that kind of thing. And so you're going to do that and then also like an award kind of thing. So, best storyline or best downloadable content. And then we're going to try and figure out what the best one is for that genre. So,
But we are like literally rolling dice here. So we've assigned them each a number, and we're going to roll the dice, and whatever the two land on,
yeah.
that's what
So,
it'll be.
We're going to shotgun it. Just
all right, Taylor, thank you for volunteering. He's over here
Yeah.
raising his hand and going nuts. He wants to play
Yeah.
this so bad, Taylor.
I do. Okay, so
Let's
here
play
we
it
go.
so bad.
all right, someone else. You should roll it, and I should look at someone else look at it.
All right.
All right, whatever.
Go for
it. I've got... So the category is 3, and the genre is 7.
Best voice acting in stealth.
In stealth.
Ooh. Okay.
I'm trying to think of good stealth games. So I don't know if you would consider this a stealth game. I kind of do.
Let's hear
But Alien Isolation. There was some good voice acting in Alien Isolation.
Survival horror, but I guess
It is stealth. It's not really.
It's all about stealth.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
You have
Okay.
to hide a lot in that
I
game.
can see it. Yeah.
I haven't played these, but obviously, Metal Gear has good voice acting.
You got to pick it. Pick yours now.
pick yours. Probably Alien Isolation because I haven't played a lot of Metal Gear Solid. I didn't really
Nice.
care for Deus Ex, and I just don't really play stealth games.
This is
so
and this is the voice acting, right?
yeah,
voice
voice
So
acting.
what about talk about the voice acting? What was
So I just thought it was like high quality. One, they got the actors from the movie because
Oh,
there's
that's good.
DLC where you play the first
Is that
movie.
Ripley?
Yeah, Ripley. They have Sigourney Weaver. They have all those guys.
That's great.
So obviously they're going to do a good job because she's awesome. But then even like the girl that plays her daughter or the character you play, She like genuinely sounds like terrified, like during the cutscenes and when you're just like walking around trying to like figure stuff out.
A lot of like panting and like kind of more atmospheric, scary
or
noises.
Shit, like I just gotta figure this out.
Okay, cool.
What's going on? Or even like
Taylor, you should have been in the game.
I should have
Holy
been.
Crap, man.
What was I doing? I missed my calling, guys. But
Voice acting.
I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say Alien Isolation for
All right.
best voice acting in a stealth game that I've played. So
Cool.
Nick, you're next. You don't get to look at the paper. I have to look at the paper, man.
No, it's just easier for you
Nick.
to read it.
Roll the dice.
Roll
Raw.
the dice.
Oh, it is. All right, this one is a 1 over here.
Okay.
This
So-
is a 9.
Okay,
So
so
that's the
category is
category?
9, genre is 1.
Okay, so best humor in an action adventure game.
Huh. Okay.
I think the best one that I've played is pretty much the wisecracking Nathan Drake.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were gonna pick.
It's
yeah.
kind of hard to think of action adventure and not think of Uncharted.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really good.
I mean, the things he says are just like so out of place, and it's just great. I think.
Any
What
other
about
possibilities?
Victor Goddamn Sullivan?
Yeah, there you go.
Any other possibilities for the genre? Second places, notable mentions.
Action adventure.
Action adventure. I mean, like, what about like Ratchet and Clank, Jack and Daxter? I never played those games. I'm just throwing stuff out there.
Thinking like
That is
Odyssey.
true.
If anyone played Odyssey, Journey to the West.
You have
Enslaved. Yeah,
Yeah,
Enslaved.
wow, what was I saying? Odyssey? Yeah, Enslaved. Sorry.
Odyssey.
Odyssey to the West. That's what it's
Yeah.
called, though. Enslaved Odyssey to the West. Yeah.
I had not played that.
But yeah, with the big guy, what was his name?
Monkey, I think.
No, the pig guy.
Oh,
He had a lot of funny moments.
I can't remember his name. I know you're
Yeah.
talking about though.
Yeah,
It's my turn.
it's your turn.
my turn
I'm
to talk.
just bringing it up.
We're-
All right, fine.
Huh?
So let's hear it then. Nick, your
Um,
turn.
Well, I said I pick an Uncharted. Obviously,
Uh-huh, yeah.
Uncharted. Nice. Jack and Daxter, the first one.
Had some good humor
That's
because
a
Jack
good-
doesn't talk,
Jack
right?
doesn't
It's only
talk.
Daxter.
It's all Daxter. It's good kid humor, and I played it when I was a kid. So
Yeah,
that's what I remember.
Banjo Kazooie type humor.
Yeah, and I could even say Gex too.
Gex. Yeah,
that
Gex
was
pretty funny.
That had a
actually,
lot
yeah.
of meta humor.
It
that
does.
was good stuff.
It does. It totally dates itself. It's hilarious.
Oh yeah.
So when I played it recently, and I'm like, this is not funny at all. This is actually kind of stupid now. But I enjoyed the game. The game's fun.
Sure.
But Jake, it's your
All
turn.
right.
My turn to roll the dice. Okay. So I'm going for category is 4 and the genre is 3.
Okay, so the best cutscenes in a platformer.
No. This is a bad topic. God, in a platformer.
Those Mario cutscenes.
I know.
I'm telling
thinking
you.
Mario. I'm thinking like Uncharted.
That's not really.
I don't know. God, this is actually really.
You actually have that play the game though.
I had to. Well,
Maybe if you've seen him. I'm
why?
just
If
trying
I've
to think,
seen him, it works, right?
like I'm trying to think. Rayman.
yeah, give me some ideas for platforms,
like Ratchet
guys.
and Clank.
I need some help
Kind of
here.
a platform. I don't know.
Obviously, the best one is your
Yoshi,
princess is
Kirby.
in another castle.
Oh yeah, you know what? The I remember the Kirby, the Crystal Shards was actually like a pretty decent. That had some good cutscenes in there.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't like they were really phenomenal. I just remember they were always so. Because when you're playing a Kirby game, you had this expectation of just happiness and fun and like that very like basic level of just fun when you're playing playing a goddamn relaxing video game.
yeah,
like, woo!
exactly.
And so all the cutscenes.
We're looking at this picture. It's
Kirby's fucking pissed.
because like here's the funny thing about Kirby. If you've ever noticed, all the American versions of box covers with Kirby, he looks angry, but everywhere else it's like normal happy because they think we liked angry Kirby. It's so like somebody made like this custom box art and Kirby looks like fucking pissed.
That's from Game Grumps.
Is it?
That's John.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
Yeah.
that. Okay.
Nice.
Well, now I know.
Is that the second
Crash
reference to him
Bandicoot
today?
maybe? Did that have any good cutscenes?
I love John.
Mario 64. I'm trying to just think of anything.
This is really tricky.
Best cutscenes in a platform.
Donkey Kong 64, the Donkey Kong rap, yo.
Yeah. I don't know, guys.
Kirby?
I don't think
Okay.
I have a good one. I think Crystal Shards is the best thing I can come up with right now.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Do we want to do one more round?
Shall we? Nick, it's up to you.
I think we should keep it just one round.
One round. All right.
Okay.
But let's
Great.
do a roll for Connor, and we both all answer.
Try to
All right,
answer
let's do
what
it.
see what he would answer,
No,
or
no,
like
just all of us answer.
oh, okay.
All right. Someone read the paper.
Okay, yeah.
It is category is 7. Genre is 7.
Okay. The best stealth mechanic. Best mechanic in a stealth game.
Okay, so all right, what are we thinking? Lock picking,
Stealth.
stealth, yeah, right. Well, no, maybe detection meters, things like that. Yeah, definitely lock picking. Movement. Oh, you know what? I actually proposal is Splinter Cell Conviction. Moving around. How you got from cover to cover, it was more of a selection based thing. You didn't actually have to press forward all the time. If you're in cover, you look at the next thing, you press A, and he'll like sprint to it, but he'll stay low, he'll stay in stealth, and then he'll like slide into it, and it always looks like this mini cutscene. It was really pretty, great way to get around. Awesome mechanic in the game.
That looks cool.
Yeah.
I got a really good one. This shows up once ever, and it's in the DLC, but I think it's super cool, and if they make a sequel, I think they should do it. In The Last of Us Left Behind, there's this portion in the game when you come across thieves and the infected at the same time, and you can get them to fight each other. And that never happened in the main game, and there's only one section in the DLC when you can get them to do that.
I remember that.
But I'm like, dude, that's so cool. Why wasn't that in the main game? And I remember watching an interview with the directors, and like we just didn't have time. We like really, really wanted to, but like in Left Behind, we could like experiment a little bit. And it was very like linear. It was clearly like, here's some clickers, here's some bad guys, throw the bottle, they'll go run and kill them.
Exactly. Making the noise near the bandits was always the best.
Yeah, like they would always do that, or they would always get distracted. But hopefully, if there's a Last of Us 2, they're able to like incorporate both of those that more often, like in cool ways. Because that was just fun to like manipulate the bad guys to fight each other. I don't know. I thought that was really, really cool.
No, it was great, especially playing on harder difficulties when every bad guy was just a pain. It was like,
oh yeah,
if they can kill each other, like that's fantastic. Do the work for you.
Play the hardest difficulty, you get killed instantly.
Grounded.
2 hits.
Yeah.
2 hits. Bam, bam,
dead.
Loved it though. It was great.
How about you, Nick?
Damage bonuses.
In what game?
Okay.
Just in stealth.
What?
What
game does that,
in
though?
Skyrim or Oblivion.
Skyrim.
Skyrim.
Oh, okay.
Damage bonuses.
So like if you're in stealth, you do more damage when you attack them while you're stealth?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
you
I
like to
think
play-
the best one is in Skyrim because you get like a times 12 or times 32 sometimes.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So
It's crazy.
It's pretty awesome.
Well, and I kind of like that. It's not just like a times 2 because I think it's really important that you do a ton more damage because, I mean, being in a fight, that kind of thing, having even that split second to kind of for your brain to say I'm about to get hit, it lets you like tense up for it. Just that bit like gets you a little bit more ready. If you're not even slightly expecting to be hit by anything, I mean, it just hurts so much more because there's also like the surprise factor in there too. Yeah, I like that factor.
I just remember I was gonna make a joke of it. I was gonna say crouching because in Skyrim, again,
Shadows.
yeah,
Those are my favorite mechanics
in
for stealth
Skyrim,
games.
if you have really high stealth, you can hit someone and then just crouch in front of him, and he won't see you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember watching you do that. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
stealth was so high that I could do that.
Well, I can't look down. Where are they? I don't see
Or
them.
hiding on top of someone's head. You're standing on them, and they're just like, "Where is he?"
Yeah, that's great. I love doing that.
I can feel you pressing on my head. If only I could find you.
Stealth.
Yeah,
Well, cool.
I think some of the early Metal Gear stuff was cool too, where you like light the cigarette and they're like, "What's the cigarette?" And you're like hiding under the box,
Knocking on the wall and
Yeah.
running away.
That's true. Yeah, and the like the porn mags and all that. That was actually really cool.
And considering that was a PS1 game, like man, they did some really innovative stuff.
To the next one too. Can't wait for that one.
Really? I thought you weren't looking forward to it.
I'm not. I was joking. I was
Oh.
being sarcastic.
Oh,
There's
okay.
no-
God damn,
You
Mr.
have to like
Grumpy.
be a little bit more obvious when you're being
God.
sarcastic.
I love it. I love it. It's just because Mr. Kojima's gone.
That's it.
I'm sour. I'm salty.
I wanted
sour
Silent
puss.
Hills. I wanted Silent Hills.
I
Yes,
know.
wanted
That's
Silent Hills,
I know,
so now I'm
it's
very
sad.
salty.
I'll never get over that.
Yeah. I'm gonna commit suicide right now. See ya.
Nick's dead.
I'm dead.
All right. We have any more topics? Anything else to talk about?
No, we're done for today. So yeah,
We still need to figure out how to end podcasts.
we still haven't learned.
We have no idea.
It's the greatest thing. Bye. No. I'm just joking.
All right. We'll see you next week, guys.
Make sure to follow us on Twitter and our Facebook. The links are actually below us.
Well, not right now, but they will be when you're listening to the podcast.
They're not on your shoes. Yeah, they'll be there. Yeah, let us know what you thought of this new dice roll segment. I think it's really cool. I think it'll be good, especially when Connor comes back. We'll have a chance to do it.
Everything's going to be changing for the better.
Nothing will ever be the same.
Ever again. And there's going to be some rambling.
Oh, my God. All right.
Stop.
All right. Bye.
Thanks for listening.
Bye, guys.
See you next
Bye.
time.
See you
Leave
guys. Don't leave us. Come back next week. See ya.
Night of the Living Geeks.